Yeah.
How are we sounding? Bars look okay on my end.
You sound great. Can everybody else talk?
Hello. It's Buck. I'm here. Hello. Now somebody else.
Wombat Bay.
Hello.
You sound
Howdy.
great.
I'm here.
Yeah. Wombat's a little low, but that's it.
I'll just boost one back a little bit.
Hi everyone.
There we go.
Welcome. We're doing a thing again. I'm sick, and everyone's had a bad time. So this will be good. We've also got a new friend joining. Hi, Faye.
Hello.
Hi, Faye. Everyone
Did you
say hi,
wanna?
Faye.
Hi, Faye.
Now, if we all stand up, we can go around the class and say one interesting thing about each other or ourselves.
Oh my.
My name is Nikki, and I used to be a race car driver. It's always my go-to.
Wait, what?
Were you actually a race car driver?
Yeah.
Oh my
I need
god.
that story on another date.
Hi, my name's Wombat, and I'm an actual wombat.
Sounds about right.
Mhm.
I'm Faye, and well, I don't know what I'm doing.
You're here.
No,
Cool.
Relatable.
None of us do.
You're part of this now.
no. I am in love with Nezuko.
Oh no.
That's the go-to.
I'm Buck, and my arms get stuck in peanut butter jars often.
I'm Chris, and I'm on day 130 of learning Norwegian on Duolingo.
Say something.
Very nice.
Something in Norwegian is noir.
Which is
N-O-E is something.
cute.
Okay, there you go. This is the crew.
For legal reasons,
we'll
I'm
get
not going to raise
started.
my arms above here because they are
In peanut butter jars.
jars.
Oh, Sunkai, gone but never forgotten.
Okay. So it was a long trip from the Amber Court to the Red City. You all got back. You collapsed in your beds at this inn that you rented room out for. And you must have been very, very tired because you slept in. And you have, before you wake up, you have this strange dream. And this includes all of you. You have this strange dream where you are by yourself. The floor below you is a brilliant white. The sky above you is a deep black. Both move, shift, and shimmer like water. When you step, ripples shoot out from underneath your feet and go on forever until you can't see them anymore. But your feet don't get wet. Totally dry. Standing before you is a figure, head to toe, just shining this brilliant white light, similar to the floor. And behind you is a more monstrous figure. One made of pure darkness and shadow. It sort of stalks around behind you. They don't say a word. The light figure extends their hand, and you feel compelled to take it. Your vision fades through white into dark. And then your eyes open. It's all cloudy and misty, and it's hard to make out much from your details, from your vision. It's all sort of blurry and shaky. And you see a dark room. Suddenly, a light appears in it. This light begins to grow brighter and brighter and brighter, revealing more and more and more of this room. And then you see the bodies. There is hundreds of them. Just body, 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 body. Bodies of soldiers. Bodies of bandits. Bodies of things that shouldn't exist. And then there is another blast of light. You see it shoot forth from the hand of Varen. He's a man with dark skin, graying hair, long beard, long swept back hair, wearing these foresty coloured robes, which all of you would have met in Old Grove as the Elder. And you see him shoot this bolt of light from his hand, and it streaks off into the darkness, where you see a purple dragonborn with these quite ornate robes, a cane in hand, just steps to the side and the bolt flies past. Varen, and who you all know, well, possibly all of you, know as the Ebonfang, is fighting Varen. They rush at each other, engaging in close quarters. They fight back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Eventually, you hear the sound off to the side of heavy stone doors opening. Varen turns his head and looks. And as he does, you see the Ebonfang draw a knife from his belt and thrust it through Varen's throat. He sort of helps guide him down to the ground, not letting him fall. And then he uses his hands and closes his eyes. He says something quietly. There's like a moment where it's just the two of them talking to each other. And then a very large man wearing plate armor, heavy, heavy plate armor with a massive warhammer in hand, a bald head. You can see just little cracks of darkness begin sprouting from the corner of his eyes. And he rushes forward and swings his hammer straight into the Ebonfang, who goes flying, hits a wall, collapses on the ground. And then more people come into the room. You see a figure that you don't know, And he's not something that any of you, I think, has really seen before. Maybe Chris. But his skin is scaly. He's got quite a neatly kept beard. Sort of medium, messy hair. Dark brown. But above his eyebrows, there is no eyebrows, but it looks like almost puffs of smoke that run up and behind his head, like he was wearing, well, like horns, but they don't come to a point. He rushes in and stands at who most of you, well, two of you, know to be Lord Galrix. He stands at his side, two great swords in hand. He's wearing very minimal armor. And then you turn your head, and you see more people come in. You see Kirita. Wings removed, covered in scars and cuts and bruises and wounds, and dressed in some quite light armor. But she's wielding a sword and shield, and she's being helped along by someone else that you haven't really seen. They're a one second. I need to go digging. I forgot to. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You see another figure, clad in light armor. They've got a bow and arrow in their hands. Sort of one arm around Kirita, sort of helping her walk in. Varen's eyes open. He looks around, sees everyone, sort of grasping at his neck. You see his hand is sort of glowing. He's trying to do some sort of magic, but it's not really working. And then you see Galen, the Illithid healer of Oldgrove. Well, not that two members would know, but two of you do. And his head is turning back and forth between Varen and Kirita. And he moves over to help Kirita as she is lowered down to the ground and begins receiving medical attention from this lady that helped her walk in. And then you see this Stygian incandescence coming from up against one of the walls. Looks like veins and a glowing sort of purple build. And you hear an almost like rattling sound. As you look, you see sort of frills on the side of Evanfang's head begin to move, making this sort of rattling sound. He opens his mouth and breathes out. A wave of purple flame engulfs the room. Galrix slams the head of his hammer down onto the ground, producing this shield of light, the flames sort of surrounding it and washing away behind it. Kirita, Galen, and the other one are unaffected. The shield just covers Varen. And as soon as the flames subside, Ebenfang stands there, breathing heavily. And then he steps forward once again as Galrix and this other figure attack him. They fight. Blows being exchanged back and forward. There's a brief moment where you see that Varen is crawling towards the star. He turns back, looks at Galrix, who just nods before continuing the fight against Evan Fang. The clouds engulfing your vision begin to encroach, move in and in and in. And the last thing you see is Varen, hand to his throat, reaching out towards the star. Before a blinding white light engulfs the room, engulfs your vision. And then you wake up. The two of you, Ludwig and Chance, see a small fairy and a Yuan-Ti. Likewise, Faye,
Mm-hmm.
Thamaria sees a human. They see a goblin. And you've seen them before. In your last dream. This one gives a bit more detail to their face. You also see someone that you haven't seen before. Yuan-Ti. A long snake body. And once again, same for Koba. You see two of these people are unmistakable. You know them, they don't know you. And then you see a fairy, clad in this wooden chainmail with a large sword strapped to her back. Then you all wake up in your individual beds. And one thing that you notice is it's late. You have slept in. So we'll start with Chance and Ludwig.
What a strange dream.
If I slept in, do I still have that point of exhaustion?
No.
Great.
Oh yeah, do we get long rest? We good?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll reset my shit.
Chance immediately looks over at Dewey and says, "Did you see that?"
Negative.
Yeah. Light and Doc wanted to show us some stuff, and like Varen was dead and his throat slit, which honestly feel fine about that. But there was some other people there that I don't think we've met yet, and so if you see like a snake person and a little bug, they might be a part of this. So we should talk to them if we see them. You're taller than I am, so you might be able to see better than I can. But flying things, they're higher up usually. I don't think I see them walking around, right?
Shrugs.
All right. Are we going to go see the dad today? The cog? Is that today?
Shrugs.
All right. You said later. So if you come up with when, I think we should tell Ludwig and Cassiopeia if we can. Maybe they saw the dream too. We should go see him.
Probably hear from the other room. Ludwig wakes up with a start. Last thing sort of skipping over the new people, remembering the dragon fire, opens his eye, sees it's bright, goes, ah! And then flops onto the floor, gets under the bed. Goes, oh. Creeps head out. Oh, dreams. And looks over to Cassiopeia to see if she's having dreams.
The bed is empty. There is a note.
Oh. I don't bother getting up. I
There's a
crawl
note
across the room.
and a small bag of supplies. Okay.
I read the note with my one good eye.
Okay.
It's early.
1 second. I will send it to you.
No, read it for me in Cassiopeia's voice.
No. You're welcome to read it in Cass's voice, though.
I would love you to try.
Okay, hang on. Let me read. Where are we at? There we are.
That last part's for me.
Where have you sent it in?
I've put it in the actual just game time chat.
Game time. Friends, I've come to realize I need to be selfish. I need time to go home and heal, mourn the loss of my family, and grow in character. I hope one day to welcome you to town more incredible than you could wish to venture to. I'll cook you cookies, mull you wine, and share stories of all my whims. We shall be together once more. P.
There's a strange scent to the paper. Smells of gardenia perfume. It's got little scratches on the corner. And there's a small bundle of supplies that we'll find out later what's in those supplies.
97 healing potions.
You just haven't figured out how to open this drawstring bag. It's really fucking with you, Ludwig. So you
She's
don't
just
know
had
Really
like
bad with
heaps and
knots.
heaps of knots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How confound these mortal fingers of mine.
It's wrapped in Christmas lights.
Then I, half-dressed, rush across the room to see if I've also been abandoned by chance.
I think that, sorry, Nikki said it and it hit my brain. I think Christmas lights are what they used to tie down Fenrir before Ragnarok because they're the only thing I can think of that are untangleable, unbreakable.
It's true.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah. Just head across
Chance
the hall.
Ludwig, half dressed, runs into your room.
She's pulling her pants on. Hi.
Oh! Apologies. I was just, I was
This
just...
covers one good eye.
He covers the other eye.
Oh, yeah. I was just seeing if you're still here, because I had a bad dream, and it appears Cassiopeia has made her goodbyes and left.
Did she didn't come talk to me.
She didn't. She left me a note,
Pull it on the other leg.
and just let me know when I can look again.
I mean, you can look whenever you want. That's not a problem.
Well, I don't want to be improper. Well, yeah, she's left some supplies, but
pants.
she's gone.
Okay. She didn't.
When you peek, you see Dewey standing right in front of you.
Oh, thank God. Dewey, good to see you. You're still here as well.
Start strapping her overalls.
Clapping his cheeks. Wait,
Yeah, that's not what it means.
that didn't sound right. If he had flashy cheeks and I was a grandma, it would be one of these. So, interpret that how you will. Yeah.
She left a note, you said?
Yeah, and I handed the note, and also
She comes out fully dressed from behind Dewey.
pull out the box of supplies. It's like, and there's two. I don't know.
It feels kind of weird to start going through our stuff before we've properly processed this. Maybe we'll just tuck that away for a little bit and we'll deal with it later. I don't think it's... I gotta say, this isn't surprising, but it is a little sad. and I'm not ready to start going through stuff.
No, I know I'm holding it together very well, but I'm very distraught. I had a bad dream,
Yeah.
and now she's gone.
Yeah. Did you also see a snake and a bug?
I saw the Ebon Fang breathing fire in my face.
Yeah. Did you see a snake and a bug?
I believe I saw a Yum Tea and a. I don't think it was a bug. I think it was a small winged, like, person.
Bug. Yeah.
Bug? No.
Okay. I mean, like, we call Star a person. They're bugs.
That's more of a collective, though.
But we don't call them a collective. We call them a them.
I
Right?
call them a star, because I will get confused otherwise.
Okay. A lot of stuff has happened. Look, I need to get a cup of coffee. How about we just go down to the tavern and I'll my treat. I got you. This is a lot to process, and I still have more to tell you.
Okay, I guess I'll make
I
myself.
saw the dream too.
decent.
Dewey didn't. I caught him up. Well,
Okay. Yes. Let's play it back. Let's see if we remember the same things, and let's figure
Yeah,
out what
sure.
it was. And I'll
Sure.
go get my
Dewey,
stuff.
you want to come with?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's get something to put in us. That sounded wrong. All right.
Oh.
She stuffs P's bag of shit into her duffel bag and marches out.
Cool. Okay.
You might want to go put on some clothes. Oh wait.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, in montage.
Clothing montage.
Get upstairs.
Faye,
Hmm.
you wake up. You realize you've slept in quite badly, which is weird because you weren't really that tired. But it happened. It's probably nearing midday as you wake up.
Immediately, like, I shoot wide open, look over at the window, see the apparent time, and go, oh shit, I'm gonna be late. I'm already late. Bolts up. It's like rapidly throws on her clothes and just bolts downstairs. Runs into like the kitchen area, grabs a bread roll, and just bolts out the door before Mom can even say anything. Assuming Mom is even there. I'm gonna be late.
Yeah.
That's all she hears on the way out the door. I'm gonna be late. Just gone.
She looks up from her knitting. Oh, have fun.
Oh my god, I have knitting needles here. Hang on, there's one. Wait, what? I just have one.
You are, Mum. Cool.
Just...
So you rush out the door.
Mm-hmm. And head
As you rush out the door,
heading straight for the shop where my master is. Well, mentor at this point.
You rush out the door, immediately opening the door. There's the thick layer of smog that sort of rests above the ground, the smell of machinery and oil and a little bit of piss. As you rush through these busy streets, making your way to your store. Kobar,
Yes.
You wake up in an inn, cheap inn. But remember this vivid, strange dream. But you also realize that it's nearly midday.
I think Kobar would like untangle himself from his pile. He gets kind of knotted up when he sleeps. And as he like looks out the window into the city. I'm in the Red City, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So I look out into the city and see that like everything's already happening. I'll just like grab my bag and like having that vision of Ebb and Fang in my head. It's like, okay, I gotta clearly like get on my game. I've been without safety for a while. I need to collect myself. So I'll head out into the streets and with my hood up, and Kobar's like a long individual. He doesn't have human legs. He's got a snake-like body that comes down. And for the most part, it's covered by like a longer cloak. Just the way he keeps his tail kind of coiled as he slithers. But he seems very guarded and like a little hesitant of people in general as he's like walking out of the street. Less like, I don't trust you, and more like, oh, are you going to be the one to finally stab me?
Okay.
Mm.
Cool. Yeah, as you're heading out onto the street, is there somewhere in particular that you're going?
Have like any recent clues about like the whereabouts of the people I'm looking for, do I?
Well, it's a great time.
I would say because like especially after that dream, I'd be taking like Kobar would pull out his little notebook and just be like, tiny goblin person, pale human man, also little bug person. And like he would have like very like poor descriptions of like the other people he saw in the dream right down. He'd be like, bald giant.
Yeah.
Weird grass man.
Cool. Yeah. With these notes, you begin sort of like playing back memories since you've arrived in the Red City. As you move through the streets and look around, you've definitely seen the tall, bald man with the heavy armor. You've also seen the person that was lowered down to the ground and receiving medical attention. And you think you've seen some of these people, these other ones around, but you're not quite sure. You know that like there's been yeah, you sort of just kept an eye around the place, and there's not really been anything that's too obvious about Ludwig or Chance yet.
I think Kobar decides it's probably time for a chance encounter with these people. So he'll probably try to make his way to the inn they were staying at if he's aware of that.
Yep. As you all begin moving, outside through the streets, you hear this roaring sound off in the distance. It's fairly common to those of you who have been here for some amount of time. For Ludwig, it's probably a new thing.
A new fear is unlocked.
It is the roar. It is the roar of an airship, a large, almost whale-like in appearance thing. This large wooden, it's kind of shaped like a whale or a fish, maybe, with some sails and what look like engines on them, but they fly out from the keep at the center of the Red City, and they begin moving. And then there's another one, and it flies out, and another one, and it flies out, and another one, and it flies out.
Is it normal for so many of them to come out at the same time?
No.
I'm underneath the tavern table. Like, for me, the end times have come.
Get up, you're embarrassing me.
But
Lumeria stops for a moment, looks up, like she's taken to the air just to bypass all the crowds of people, but she stops for a moment, looks up, sees what's going on. That's odd. There's never been so many before. I wonder what's going on. And then remembers, oh shit, I'm already late. Bolts. He's gonna kill me.
I'd say similarly, Kobar would initially like duck into an alley, maybe like out of instinct, like when you hear sirens and you know you've done something wrong. He like ducks into the alley. He's just like, wait, I haven't done anything. I'm fine. They're not gonna blow out planes for me. So he'll just continue upon his way.
Cool. Yeah, Chance, as you go downstairs with Ludwig, a pair of older goblins sitting at the table, like sort of clearly also just waking up from a stupor. Is you, Chance? Hi, good to see you.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see you. And she goes over and hugs them. Ludwig, these are my two brothers. She leaves space for them to introduce themselves.
I forgot about this plot point.
She hired people?
She
No!
did. She hired fake actors. I mean, Wombat, I've known Chance for a while now. Do these guys look like they could be related to her?
They're goblins.
I'm...
But other than that, they're you can roll insight or investigation if you would like.
Oh, I'm gonna roll an investigation check. It's not shit up bad. It's a 17. I'm just like studying them, like,
sad.
oh,
Yeah.
brothers, nice.
Yeah, they're brothers. Yeah, this one is. Go ahead.
Oh, nice to meet you. Go ahead. It's very
No,
no.
I'm letting them introduce
It's
themselves.
pronounced. It's pronounced Gaed.
Gaed. Yeah, this is
Gaed.
Gaed, and this is
Dave.
Dave. Gaed and Dave. These are my
Gaed
brothers,
and
Gaed
Dave.
and Dave. Yeah, the whole family's got funny names. I mean, like Chance. Where does that come from, even? So, you know.
Wonderful to be formally introduced to some of Chance's siblings. You must tell
Anyway,
me all her stories.
We're going somewhere
She's
else
been
now.
such a
We
good
have
companion.
so much to talk about. Hey, we're busy saving the planet, but like it was real great to see you. Tell Mom I said hi, okay? And she flips them
They
an
seem
extra silver
completely.
piece behind Ludwig's back.
They seem. They seem to not like the information we're busy saving the world doesn't process for them.
Yeah.
They're just like, yep.
They don't seem too concerned with our quest. I feel like if this was someone from my family, they'd have a million questions. Well,
Nah, we're pretty private people.
oh, I see. That makes sense.
Yeah, they got their own stuff going on. They're probably shit-faced. It's midday, so I mean, we're behind.
You're right, we are behind. We're behind, we're another man down. Chance, you're not going to leave, are you?
Why would I leave you?
I don't know. Now you're back with your brothers in your city. I don't know.
Yeah, speaking of my city, there's some stuff I gotta talk to you about.
Okay.
So I went to go to Bert's dinner. You remember that? We had said that we were gonna go to dinner, and then y'all went to bed, so I went by myself with Dewey.
I fell asleep before I could go to Bertram's dinner. I feel
Yeah.
dreadful. Did you make a good excuse on my account?
Yep. So I for sure I mentioned you, and sent your regards. That was something that a polite person would do.
Mm-hmm.
So great dinner, super great family. Walking back, there was some people kicking the shit out of another automaton.
That must hurt their feet.
They were using like pipes, like hitting it.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
and she lowers her voice. She's, I think there's some unrest with some of the factory workers. I think that they're getting a little upset that they're getting laid off in favor of the automatons that the Red City's been pumping out. I think they're making too many, and I think that people are losing their jobs and not being trained on new skills to be able to re-enter the workforce. Instead, they're being just let go, and the people are mad. So, of course, I intervened. And Dewey took a little chip from the thing that got the shit kicked out of it. And now we have this chip, and apparently Cog wants to talk to us.
Cog.
Yeah. Dewey, did I miss anything?
No.
Okay.
What's a cog?
Oh, right. I didn't tell you about Cog. So, Cog
How
is
long was I
Dewey's-
asleep?
Cog is Dewey's dad.
Oh,
This happened days ago.
Dewey Senior.
No, Cog.
Oh.
It says his name.
Right.
I've never met him. I'm pretty excited to meet whoever that is.
Okay. So, the workers have had the means of production seized from them by the state, and now they're attacking automatons in the street.
Yeah, so they were pretty drunk, but I tried to explain to them that you don't attack the workers. They're trying to sick the bottom rung against the second to last bottom rung. What you need to do is go up the ladder and kill the shit out of that. So I'm hoping that fixes the problem.
Okay, well, have no fear. While we're here, I can keep Dewey safe. And he,
I know you can. You're very
moves
big
his
and very
shoulders,
strong.
reaches into his side and pulls out a clipboard. It's like, no one messes with a city official while they're walking the streets.
Oh, no.
No?
They do, actually. Put the clipboard away.
Oh.
Not here. Not here.
Dewey, you're on your own. That's all
No,
I had.
he's not on his own. He's with me.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Anyway, we have this chip, and he's not sure when we're going to meet Cog, but that eventually Cog is going to want to say something to us, to talk to us, is ready to speak. I'm not clear on the semantics, but that's what happened with me. And then I came home, and then I had that weird dream, and then word vomit as I explained the entire dream.
So, in pertains to the dream, do you think we were seeing what was happening now, or
No.
a vision of the past?
No, Galrix is here.
Is he?
Yeah.
It's been a while. I know he's here. He
Galrix
came
and
with
Kirita are
us.
here.
Yeah.
They're off doing giant bone
Okay.
in their house. That poor house.
Yes, of course. Yes, I really
Must be
slept.
made of some pretty strong stuff.
I feel like I've been asleep for about 5 weeks, so, forget what happened
Yeah, we
yesterday.
slept in real late. And she goes to the bar and fetches the entire carafe of coffee that she has ordered. What'd you get? I'll get yours.
I'll just have a small tea.
Yeah, okay. And she pours him a cup of coffee.
No, wait.
From her carafe. It's bean tea. Drink it.
No. Not a small tea. We have a big day ahead. I'm going to need a medium tea.
Okay, this is a small bean tea. Try
Okay.
it. You want any more?
No, I'm good, thank you. I feel very
She
good. Shall we
starts
go?
chugging
Shall we
from
go?
the carafe.
Whee!
Yeah, we're good.
I've had caffeine for the first time. Oh no. You made a monster.
You're welcome.
Add a +10 to your dex.
This is
As
the
you-
third time we have drank Ludwig.
As you all go outside, I'll get a perception check from Kobar and Faye.
Boop-a-da-boop-a-da-boop.
See here.
23.
Oh.
17.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, you guys are almost like fate itself guided this. Chance and Ludwig, with Dewey in tow, walk out of the inn. Kobar, you are passing by just as it happens. And Plumeria, you are flying, and out the corner of your eye, you see figures that you recognize.
Kobar
So
just
anyway,
grabs
I
like
think that
the
go ahead.
collar of his coat and just goes like,
So anyway, I think our first order of business is to go check in with Galrix, and let him know that like there's some other people involved now, and maybe he's seen some people. He's real tall. He
No.
might have seen.
No. The first order of business is to run up that big hill. Look at it. It's so big. Oh my god, I wonder how long it would take me to run up it. Do you want to see how I do it?
Ludwig, do you really want to run?
I want to run.
The last time we ran up a hill, it took you a really long time.
I feel invigorated. I want to run. I want to fly. I want to roam like the wolves.
I like
Hey.
this view. This is good.
And then Plumeria's like she stops, looks over. Wait, I've seen them somewhere. Where have I seen them before? The dreams. Right? And then she flutters closer. Chance, it's very obvious of what ends up that somebody is coming towards you from the sky, no less. And they look about as tall as you.
As me?
Mm-hmm. Fairies are small creatures, not tiny.
I am wildly gesticulating about some random thing.
I don't think that we notice.
I definitely don't. I think you come in from Eastbird, so I can't see.
So
Chance,
she comes in.
with the number of people that are already on the street, Chance is at ass level for most of this. So she's like eyes on Ludwig.
oh, the poor gas. You're
Oh,
just
this
taking
is-
his ass all the time.
Well, Plumeria just comes barreling in and just stops, maybe I'd say 6 feet from you guys, and just kind of stares at you guys for a moment. They are the ones. Wait, there's supposed to be more of them, though.
Oh shit! Hi, oh my god, that's a big bug. She pats Ludwig on the shoulder. Ludwig.
What?
She grabs his face and points it in the right direction.
Start slapping Chance's shoulders and face like, it's just like the old gypsy woman said.
Okay.
Would you like to
Alright.
describe Plumeria?
So, Plumeria is... Get to my descriptions. Actually, she might be shorter than you, actually. Let's see here. She stands stands a diminutive 2'2". Soft, pale skin, that's slightly darkened by the sun, but ever so slightly. She's got shoulder-length hair that cascades wildly, with in an autumn red with streaks of yellow and orange throughout, gathered in a messy side braid that hints at her untamed nature. She's wearing simple clothes with a blacksmith's apron over top of it. And on her back is a sword that is just about as wide as she is and just as tall, if not a little bit taller.
Chance points at the apron. Holy shit, are you a smith?
Yes.
Hang on! And she digs in her bag for way too long. And I got it. Hang on. Do you know what to do with this?
Shh. Looks at
What are
it.
you?
I'm pulling out the lump of metal that we need the special smith to do.
Yeah, there's this weird sort of very dark, metallic substance. It almost has like a sort of glittering effect throughout it. It's not like anything you've ever seen.
As she looks at it, you see her wings flutter out. They're the same autumn colors scheme as her hair. It's a 3-tier design for the wings. So she's got 3 separate sets of wings, the lower tier being the longest and flowy. If you were to mix like a monarch butterfly with a lunar moth, you basically get the idea of what she looks like, what her wings look like. At the same time, you can see what looks to be a very furry short tail that just kind of wraps around on either side in kind of an excited motion. It's got a poofy end to it, almost like a paintbrush. Let's see here. Yeah, that's more or less what she looks like. She looks at this and she goes, "Whoa, may I?"
Yeah, of course. You be my guest.
She reaches out, picks it up, and just kind of twirls it around, looking at it.
I'm Chance, by the way.
And she looks up. "Oh, Plumeria Moonwing. It's very nice to meet you. I've been seeing you and that one there and that one in dreams for a while now, and you know, I'm sure there were supposed to be more of you, but I've been ignoring them for so long it's basically become second nature. But then I saw you again last night. I don't know why."
Yeah, one of us is dead and one of us abandoned the group.
When you say the third that one, I turn around wildly and start like going,
It's Dewey.
Chance, did you put something in the tea? Feels strange.
I don't.
No, the normal stuff, and she's drinking from the entire carafe.
I've never seen anything like this before, but maybe my master or my mentor knows what this is.
Oh.
It's
Oh, you're an
really
apprentice.
neat. I got out of apprenticeship a while back, but yeah.
She takes it back gingerly. Thanks.
Not a
Stuffs it
problem.
in her
And
bag.
you see, so he,
I just wipe that
you
off.
grab it. So you grab it, and like she doesn't like resist per se. But you see her hands just kind of follow along with it until like her hands are like fully stretched out, and then she lets go.
This is Ludwig. This is Dewey.
It's very nice to meet you. And she looks up at both of them.
I believe.
Anyways, wait, mentor. Oh no, I'm gonna be late! And she immediately bolts.
Can you tell us where it is?
That way.
Okay.
Do you think we should follow her?
I guess. I mean... Okay.
I mean, light and dark must be showing us these visions for a reason, no?
It's just a lot of energy before I finish my first cup of coffee, so it's, I'm doing my best.
Okay, well, I'm still really jazzed, but I feel like it's wearing off. So
Have another sip.
No, I think I should curb this addiction while I can. I can see what it does to the mind.
It's not an addiction. I can stop anytime I want.
So, as a extra bit, as she points in the direction, she looks back at you guys and just kind of like waves her hand across the floor, and you just see a line of flowers. Just like desert flowers that just seem to follow in the same direction she's going.
Does she know that she's not supposed to be doing that?
I don't know.
She is gonna follow and kick the flowers every time, every step. She's gonna make the flowers disappear. Help me, Ludwig.
I am trampling straight through them.
For the purposes of Faye, did the two of you want to describe what Ludwig and Chance look like?
Sure.
Yes.
Chance is a greaser goblin. She is in overalls and a collared shirt, boots. She's green. She has kind of poofy hair that she pulls back in this big messy ponytail, like she doesn't really care about it. And she's got big pointy ears come out kind of to the side.
Yeah, Ludwig's about 5'10", wearing like a big duster cloak with bits of like shoddy leather armor strip attached in with a very dark green shirt. Probably tell usually clean shaven, but his kind of straggly, nasty looking beard. A lighter skin tone, but has clearly been out in the desert because he's like burnt in places, looks very tired. And is of course missing his left eye, so his big eye patch over it. And is currently like, I don't know, Mr. 9000 sprinting after. And then,
I forgot to add that Chance has 2 huge revolvers that she wears in holsters.
Then halfway to even getting to where you stop, starts to and just stops running and starts plodding along instead.
Yeah. Yeah. For 30 seconds.
Cool. I will get Buck to roll me a stealth check, and I'll get the other two to roll me a perception. Would you like to use any luck?
No.
I do not want to improve on my 0, thank you.
I got a 16.
So, with my perception, that was a 4.
Yeah. I think it's now canon. Every time I've rolled a perception check, I roll a 1 for a 0. So I really can't tell what's going
The
on.
dice tell their story.
They do.
I was gonna say, at what point do you just permanently reserve yourself to a auto 0?
I just don't. I just like, look, someone will see it for me.
One day you're
We
gonna see
can't see
something
because
that
we're
nobody
too
else
busy
sees.
trying to save this poor fairy from being found out as a caster. So we're looking down and trying to scrub the floor of the evidence.
I'm also seeing
Yeah.
stars after my first big coffee ever and sprinting. I can't see much. Struggling.
Fairy uses magic in notes. Finds the other 2 in notes.
As
And
the
then,
group
As they
begins
run
to
off,
move.
I will follow them from about 10 feet behind.
10 feet.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably can. We
He's a
rolled
snake. He
real
doesn't make a
bad.
lot of move when he, a lot of noise when he walks.
Yeah.
That's true. No footsteps.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. As you all begin to follow this trail of flowers through the city, the citywide, and this is a fairly new thing, like even for Chance. Plumeria probably would have been here when it was getting set up, but there is a bunch of like PA system, like speakers around all through the city. And you hear a quite a meek voice. You hear quite a meek voice speak into it. And as you are moving, you see like, as you move through the city, you can see where this voice is coming from. And it is from a little podium, like on a stage, sort of more in the center of the city. Surrounding is just a bunch of honor guard, extremely well armed, well equipped, heavy armor, almost like pneumatic armor, almost. It's like got technology sort of integrated into it. And they're all standing around toting weapons. Some of them have guns, some of them have like halberds and spears and stuff like that. As a figure in red, with a long red cloak, just completely obscuring any features of their body other than their... it's kind of a largish frame, actually, but like the voice that comes out is very meek. And you hear, "Attention, attention, all citizens of the Red City and the Greater Crimson Empire. We have received word that traitors return to our walls.
That's the
There
Regis,
is-
Ludwig. That's important.
I am freaking out. I'm like, what is this? Why is this voice? Ah!
Grabs his face and pulls him down to her level. Quiet.
These traitors are being assisted by other people that could only have negative beliefs, and that would be a threat to our very livelihoods. For more information, approach any of the guards, but the city will be entering a lockdown.
Whoops.
What?
I hope the fairy
Other
gives us enough
than
money
that-
to be able to live through the lockdown. I hope that... I mean, they could be in lockdown for months. How long is 250 gold gonna get us?
I don't know. What about my distancing? What about my friends?
You friends?
I am hurt that you could say such
No,
a thing.
that was a legitimate question.
Okay, let's listen to the
You haven't talked about them ever before.
Of course I have friends.
And the Regis speaks again. There is a reward being offered for the apprehension of these individuals. The sorry.
Hard voice to do. You don't have to do it anymore.
That's a struggle for your throat, mate. Just,
I was surprised it went that well for that long.
yeah, you're doing well.
Grade A voice acting.
He speaks once again, still in this meek tone, and he mentions that he wants to give thanks to the Ebon Fang for their contribution to the reward for the apprehension of these individuals.
That spineless prick.
It's probably going to be bad. Fuck.
I
We
get
need to get
perception
Lord
checks.
Galerix.
Yeah, can I get perception checks from Chance and Ludwig? Again.
18!
Nice. Ludwig, you spot it at the corner of your eye, but Chance, you get sort of grabbed and pulled off down a alleyway. And the figure just puts a hand over your mouth, says shh, shh, and it's Bert.
I charge in.
It's Bert, and he's got like a backpack. You charge in?
I charge in, knife branded.
Yeah.
Rapscallion! And hey, Bert.
He was he sort of just like sitting in the alleyway, sort of speaking very quietly. He slings it off his bag and pulls out a few of these like he pulls out a few disguise kits, and he said, "I had a feeling that something like this would happen. My family and I put this together. I've got one for myself because, obviously."
You shouldn't be associated with us. You did enough. Go home. Thank you. But like, you shouldn't be seen with us.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough.
You're a good man, Burton. You're an even better friend. I hope you can weather this storm of whatever's going on, and hopefully we won't cause you any trouble or your family.
Maybe we shouldn't be following this bug.
I don't think she's a bug, but maybe we use these kits and look a little different and see how we go.
She looks up at Dewey. Maybe we just turn ourselves in. Maybe then we can talk to the Regis and be like, here's what's really going on, bud.
Do you think he cares? He just gave thanks to the Ebon Fang for his glorious... He doesn't know what this man is.
Yeah, he got lied to.
What, did he get lied to, or is he in league with him?
I don't think that the Regis would be in league with just some guy.
Why not?
I mean, they're the leader of the biggest empire in the continent. Why would they just care about some guy?
Because power. The leader of
some guy.
The leader of the biggest empire in the continent, a lot of power. Ally with Mr. Ebon Fang, who's going for the star, even more power.
Yeah, Ebon Fang makes out on this deal. I don't see how the Regis does.
I don't think handing ourselves in is a particularly wise move, Chance. Why are they calling us traitors? They don't know me. I'm not even from here.
Yeah, it's hard to be a traitor when you're not from here. Maybe they just mean me.
No, maybe they're just...
I mean, we had the idea that this was going to happen, right? That they were going to label me a traitor because I did. I mean, that we were prepared for this.
I don't think we should hand
They,
ourselves in.
the voice did say these traitors may be assisted by other individuals.
Mm-hmm. So I think they mean me. Maybe we should go quietly get the bug and go find Galrix.
Okay.
We'll meet the master another time.
Kobar, seeing them get pulled into this alley, is going to post up outside the alley with his tail covering the entryway, so they'll trip over it when they come out.
How big is this tail?
I immediately trip on that fucking tail.
Pretty long.
I don't see
Is
any
it a
of it.
big, like, I'm talking like chode, like width?
Oh, thickness? Well, it starts the width of his torso, but the part that's in front of you guys, in front of the alley, is probably, I don't know, like a thick cable, like a very thick, like
Okay.
like a small PVC pipe.
Okay.
Like you could probably see it. It's not like it's going to be like a paper thin line.
Yeah.
But like if you're not like looking for a long object on the ground,
Yeah. I think because
Chance probably has a better chance at looking at or seeing it than.
That's what I was thinking.
I'm the
Yeah.
closest to the alleyway because I went in last, so I turned around without looking. Like, okay, we should go to. Whoop! Bang! Ow!
When Kobar feels like the foot hit his tail, he'll like feign like a pain and like recoil the tail. She'll be like, "Oh, I'm very sorry. Are you okay?"
Oh, it's okay.
I did.
I suffered.
I didn't mean to do this. Like, it's a total accident.
I caught myself with my face.
Oh, it's very good. You're a very macho man. Hit ground and face is okay. I help him up and I start dusting him off.
Chance immediately starts going in and says, "We gotta go. We gotta go. Go, 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 go."
Wait. I know you. I've seen you in my dreams.
That would be wrong. You have never met me before and never seen me once. My name is Kobar. I'm friend.
Does he still have a mask on his face?
No. He didn't ever have a mask. He was like, he's got this.
I didn't know if he was still covering himself.
Oh yeah, he's got this dainty little vest, like it's a crop top vest. And at one point, he had like pulled it over his face, thinking that was a really good disguise. Kobar is at like his resting height, about 6 foot tall, maybe a little taller. He's got a greasy mop of black hair that slicks back into almost the grossest mullet you've ever seen. He's got a flat, wide nose. And you can see his lips, despite being small and fairly human-like at this point. You can see there's lines that go up his cheeks, up towards his ear bones, implying a more snake-like jaw. He's like green, and he's got little black patches of scales. He looks just despite, like, even if you look past the fact that he's more snake than man, he looks gross. He looks like a used car salesman met up with your sister's ex-boyfriend who has, like, attachment issues. And the longer you look at him, you're like, snakes can't grow facial hair, but he still has, like, the grossest little dotted mustache in patches of, like, chin beard. He's got, like, dark yellow eyes with, like, black, like, eyeballs. And he's got, like, 2 swords on his hips. As well as, like, a big duffel bag and a shepherd's crook.
Oh. Yeah, you ought to come with us, too.
Why do you need me to come with you? Yeah.
You know
Oh.
why.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna go get the bug that you definitely saw in a dream.
Bug?
Probably.
Dream?
Yeah, Light and Doc came to us in a dream and told us that you were gonna be part of the group, and I imagine that you've also seen these things because Light and Doc like to be cryptic and shit, and like I'm just telling you, like we have also seen it, and there's a bug that needs to come with us, and we need to go find Lord Galrix right now. I don't have time.
He's the big one with the hammer.
Okay, well, first off, I do not know what you're talking about, but
Chance starts walking away.
Okay,
Come on.
I will follow for now, I guess. This is terrible.
Okay, you're going to tell me on the walk where you're from and where you got this utterly outrageous sounding voice. I'm so intrigued.
So, long story short,
How do you think I got this outrageous accent, you silly king? That's all I can think of.
Okay, well, long story short, I am just a man. I was little shepherd boy with Papa, and he taught me how to wash sheep. And then our sheep all died, so I came into the city.
I rolled an insight check of 15.
Just
listening to all this bullshit.
I'm gonna roll a deception check.
I'm just soaking all this in.
For also a 15.
Ooh.
I'd say
I think it's bullshit. Whether I win or not.
Yeah. I would say Kobar's general appearance almost gives him a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And so, long story short, I come into the city, and well, I'm standing by alleyway, looking at men talking, and then you trip over my tail, and now we are very good friends.
Okay, well, we'll see about very good. You know, we're acquaintances so far. You know.
Well, I think I could use a benefit from like very handsome, very strong men like you.
Oh.
You see, I've been roughed up by bandits in the past, and they came in, and they took all my sheep, and so I could use a friend like you to help me and watch out for me. How does this even sound? It's such a good deal, am I right?
I think you should stay with us for now so we can figure out what's going. You might want to slow down a bit. I had some special juice this morning, and it's finally wearing off, and I'm really struggling now. So just follow the line of flowers that's grown in the middle of the road, and we'll get to where we're going.
It is fairly odd the flowers are growing in straight lines. Is that not okay?
Yes, when you see it, just kick them away as we go past. We're trying to get rid of the line.
Kobar looks at his lack of legs.
Oh. Okay, I'm getting it now. So not Snake Man with legs, Snake Man from the bottom
with
down.
Snake.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am a snake.
Oh.
I do not have legs.
Terribly rude of me.
Kicking is hard.
I'm so sorry. I'll make that up to you at some point. How dreadfully awful of me. He starts kicking the flowers instead. How far ahead is Plumeria from us?
Very far now.
Yeah, we did have a whole.
Yeah, probably at her workshop.
Okay.
Likely getting yelled at for being late.
I'll say let's go to a break because I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't worry
babe.
about it. I could do with the pee. So we'll go to break. We'll be right back.